In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a provider event, which will basically help us schedule telehealth and incoming referrals that we get for you based on your availability. With our new patient liaison role, she will be helping to schedule your intake appointment with the patient. So it'll be important for us to know when your availability is during the week so that we can if we see an open time slot where you don't have an appointment on your schedule, then we'll be able to know we can schedule an intake during that open time slot. So when you come log in and your home page is your calendar, you want to come up here and find your name. If you click on your name, it'll say add provider event. So I'm going to add in that I'm in office. You don't really need to put when you're out of office. As long as you have in office, we'll be able to see when your open time slots are. So I'm going to say I'm in office. I'm just going to make sure my billing area is right. If you're at multiple locations, you can say I'm in office at this location on these days. And then you can ignore this box here. It doesn't have to be a certain type of appointment that's being scheduled. And then you want to put in your start time and end time. So if I'm in office and I can do an appointment starting at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Specifically with telehealth, you're not going to be within the parameters of a assisted living community. So maybe you do have lunchtime available, or you are able to see people during, meal times because those specific telehealth individuals may not be in a senior living community where they're not restricted by time. So whatever your availability is, when you want to start and when you want to end for the day, you can put that in. If you do want to take a certain time for lunch, I would suggest breaking your in-office into two parts. So as you can see, like for here, I have mine from 7 to 12. And then what I could do is update mine from 1 p.m. To 6. So I can say, okay, I'm available these times. And then to make it recurring, so you're not having to do this every day, you can click the recurring box and then update it to maybe, every work day, which is counting Monday through Friday, whenever your first appointment is going to be to your last appointment. So you can do this, farther than a month out because it's your typical availability of what you plan to work, your office hours, which don't typically change unless you're going to go on a vacation or something like that. So maybe I schedule all the way out until the end of August. So then I can save that. It will take a little bit of time, so please be patient and don't keep clicking save. Just wait until it loads. If you are doing it farther out, it will take a little bit more time to load. But once it loads, you'll see that it says it's the green in office, as you can see here in my background. There are a couple other options for vacation, different things like that. So you can put those types of provider events in the system, but the main focus of this video was just basically to have your in-office in the system so that we can schedule referrals that may be going to you to understand what your open availability is. And the cool thing about this is, so what our new patient liaison might be doing is she may come in, look at your schedule. If I had an appointment here, so let's say I'm just going to do a test patient. For demonstration purposes. Okay, so I have this appointment on my schedule for Well, let's move it over for today. So say our new patient liaison comes into um, my calendar to see what kind of open availability I have for today. She can come in to easily find my availability. I mean, obviously she would be able to see it on my calendar, but she can also come into the select the finding any available slots for today for myself. Um, and it would show that because I'm in office from 1 to 6, that I have those times available, except for from 3 to 4, which is the appointment that I made down here. So it is now no longer open. So these are the only time slots that I have available for me to make appointments for the rest of the day. So that's basically the gist of, why we are having you guys schedule in office. I mean, if you're full and you can't take any more patients, then this might be something that you don't need to do right now. But if you're looking in the future to take on more patients, definitely please make sure that you put your in-office hours so that we know that you are ready to take on additional patients and that we can start scheduling those intakes for you with a new telehealth referral. She may also schedule an intake for a referral that we get within your community. She may be able to have spoken to the POA who might want to touch base with you first before you meet with the resident. But either way, she will let you know that an intake has been scheduled and send you, a heads up email about the patient details, their contact information, when the intake was scheduled, and that you should see it on your calendar now. And if you need to reach out to the POA before meeting with the patient.